My name is Karen Casey. I'm the chief engineer for a program at Raytheon Technologies called Forge Mission Data Processing Application Framework. We are building part of a satellite ground station. Our project is responsible for building the underlying framework, the software and the hardware that supports applications. We have satellites flying around. They're collecting data all the time, and that data comes down to our ground system. And our project, in simple terms, takes that data and makes something meaningful out of it, right? So let's say that a satellite captures an image of a volcano erupting, for example. The image itself has complexities associated with it. It may not come down to our ground station in a form like you and I might think of, like a picture. It might come down to the ground station in zeros and ones. So there are complex algorithms that are used to take those zeros and ones and turn them into a picture. The other part of that is when you do that conversion to a picture, the users of that information might be one particular user, or it could be thousands of users. So our job in this ground system is to take the picture and route it. And our framework has to take the data when it comes down from space, in simple terms, zeros and ones, and we have to make it available to applications, just like applications on your iPhone, that do things with it. We do that thousands of times per day, and maybe it wouldn't even be an exaggeration to say thousands of times per hour. That is the magnitude of the data that's coming down from space and will come down from space in the future. This is a government-owned framework. They expect us to build a framework as quickly as possible, make it available to the community, and bring it into ops as quickly as we can in a cyber secure manner. Our job and what we do is to protect our national interests. And that means by doing what we do, we make your life safer, we make everyone else's life safer, and we do it with a lot of pride, but we also do it with a lot of seriousness because this is a mission that has major consequences. Our team started the original work on this back in 2016, and we had a very small framework, and we were out there on a wing and a prayer with this idea to change the game with the satellite ground systems to improve the mission operations. The moment that chalk line snapped, we were already on version 5 of this framework. So during the prototype, we started building it, and we almost immediately released it out to the community, which is, if you've heard the term DevSecOps, that's really the idea between DevSecOps. You don't go build a stack of paper, drawings, and imagine a system for 5 to 7 years, and then eventually get it over to operations. In our program, our job is to get this framework into operations as fast as possible. One of the biggest lessons I have learned is the importance of my team. So yeah, there's a lot of responsibility, but we're not in this alone. We brought together a collection of people with completely different backgrounds, but we are a team first and foremost, and we are focused and driving together to work through some very challenging problems, and that's the key. Throughout my entire career, I've been fortunate enough to have jobs where I need to invent new things, but also bring them to fruition. We have the opportunity to create ideas and solutions for our customers, but actually see them into mission operations. You cannot think about Raytheon Technologies without thinking about the technology and the innovation. One of the things that has made us successful is we've been able to go fast, but in order to go fast, you gotta make hard decisions. I just cannot underscore that enough for any future leader that may see this. In that moment, when you've got to make the hard decision, we step back and we say, okay, guys, we're made for this, right? We can do this. We're made for this moment, and let's just do it.